Alright, welcome back guys. If it's your first time here, I'm Visionary Bonnet here, bringing you guys another video, telling you guys some of my thoughts and opinions about the new Power Rangers Dino Fury trailer that dropped yesterday, along with some news we got from Simon Bennett. Now, if Power Rangers something you're interested in, don't forget to hit subscribe button down below, hit that bell icon, and give me some more Power Rangers content from me moving forward. Now let's begin. So yeah, we got our first official trailer for Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 2. Now, like usual, it is pretty much generic. They did do some clever ways of doing the whole new Zord thing, because they did show the terror-free Zord that'll be coming out. We got the preview for it a few months ago at one of the hasbro fan first events that they did promote the toy, so that was pretty cool. We did get a good kind of tease for the terror-free Zord, along with some kind of new villain, which is going to be the reason they create that Zord. It's pretty generic in regards to certain things. There were some cool shots in the trailer. We get to see, of course, that Wreckmate's coming back. We already kind of knew that due to, what sneak peek they had released a while ago. So we knew that was coming. We got to see a really cool shot of what seems to be Void Knight in like some form of like civilian clothing or something like that. He's out of his usual armor, so I'm curious to see if he ditches his armor this season, or if this is like a flashback and we get kind of like an origin story to him. Now it'd be cool if we did get an origin story to him, whether we do or not. I would like to see one, but if we don't, it's okay. But I definitely hope we do get some kind of story there. He definitely looks different there. There are the theories that somehow he got that armor from Rafcon since Zato recognized it, so maybe somehow Zato gets it back and then he's now forced to use, his civilian look. So I don't know. Again, I'm hoping that's more of a flashback and, something, where we get to see his background. But, either way, I'm okay if we don't. It would be nice to learn more about his background. But it's nothing like I'm saying top 10 things I want to see or top something I want to see. But we also get a cool shot of Zato in some kind of new armor. I forget what it's called. That they mention it in the trailer, but I can't remember it off the top of my head what the name of the actual armor is. But it's some kind of new armor battle mode, I guess. Probably similar to like a battleizer. Which is kind of cool. I'm super hyped to see that. We get to see, their fight with, I guess, a random Sporex, one with Slifer and Lucas, and they're interrupted by the return of Void Knight, which is really cool. Now I know a lot of people had mentioned this in comments and everything, that they didn't show Zed anywhere within the actual trailer, or, any kind of, in the promo opening sequence, which is I understand why people might have wanted to see that, since people assume he's going to be the main villain of the season. I don't think he's going to be a huge role. I do think he will be returning this season. If not this season, then definitely the 30-year anniversary season. If he does end up returning, I think they only hate him just due to the fact they want to try to keep things under wraps and make it more of a big surprise when he does turn up, similar to what, Sony did with Spider-Man. But again, we don't know if Zed is 100% returning. If he does, again, that'd be awesome and cool. But again, it's not something like, I have high hopes for. Again, I'd love to see him return. I think we all would. But I would rather see them make a good story first, rather than shove Zed in for, just to put him in there for fan service. I want to have him have at least some sort of connection or story or link, that makes a reason for him to come back, not just for fan service. So I hope if he does return, it's more than just fan service. That's at least me. But then we did get some news from Simon Bennett regarding season 2. Now, we also got revealed that this will be returning and showing up on Netflix on Thursday, March 3rd, which is, I think, a little less than 2 weeks away now. I'm not 100% sure, but it is coming up soon, so that's nice. Now, from what I'm assuming, though, is we're going to get episodes 1 through 11 in the spring, and then get episodes 12 through 22 at the end of the year, which I am kind of disappointed in. I know they would never do this due to the way Netflix runs, and I know fans wouldn't want this, but I wish they had released these similar to how Disney Plus releases their episodes of their shows. I think it'd be a lot better, and I just always hate the whole binging thing. I know it's a new age of things. I know it's like the new age of streaming, but I still like the week to week thing. It definitely, I feel like it ruins the anticipation and hype. Like you binge through the first 11 episodes and you have to wait months until the second half comes out. It just destroys any anticipation and any excitement. So I just don't like that. Again, I wish they had done something similar to what Disney Plus does with their TV shows. I figure it would have done better. Again, that's just me. I know that was just kind of a pipe dream, but I think it would have been a better way to go about it. But overall, I'm super hyped to get Dino Fury now. Like I said, we did get some news from Simon Bennett. Now, if you watch the opening sequence, it is shorter than usual. It is only 30 seconds, and Simon Bennett mentioned that they did this due to the fact that they can add in more, Power Rangers actual stuff, more. They wanted to add more to the story, so they cut down the intro theme song, which I'm fine with. I'm always okay with if they cut it down and you get more story. That's fine. It is sad that we're in an era now where theme songs are going out the window for shows. I love the old era with theme songs to TV shows. It's very rare this day and age where you'll find an actual TV show that has a theme song. Usually it just is a title screen, which I always find annoying and stupid. I always preferred the, theme song. I like the fact that they're keeping the theme song. That's nice. So I give them props there. But I definitely understand their reason behind it, and as long as they still have the theme song in general, I'm fine. He also did reveal that Dino Fury was originally supposed to be meant for a 22 episode season, and now the second half was kind of made later on due to the fact that they were unsure about the future due to the original deal that Saban made with Nickelodeon. So this is a continuation. This was not originally planned, so I'm curious to see how that connects here. Will it have a big impact on what happens? How will the story change? Will there be a large difference in writing here? That's definitely something I'm curious about. And one of the big things he did mention was that there will be no holiday specials this season. So we can expect that all 22 episodes will most likely be based off a story, and we won't have to deal with like the holiday clip shows. There's definitely a possibility that that is not true, but Simon Bennett I have a lot of faith in, so I believe he is telling the truth. That doesn't mean I do believe we will get at least one clip show. If you look back on Power Rangers history, throughout the show's history, there have always been at least one clip show throughout the season, so I'm pretty sure we'll probably get some sort of clip show within, towards the end of the season. I definitely believe that, because usually PR does have one clip show, and that ends up saving money for a big event throughout the season, so I definitely am anticipating something like that. So, but I'm glad that we don't have to deal with the holiday specials. Those are finally gone at least, and honestly, I just don't see a need for it. It just adds in more time to develop the Rangers, adds more time to just learn more, expand on the story, and this also can explain more into why certain things happened in season 1 the way they did regarding the 22 episode count. If you think about it this way, if it wasn't for the fact that we're getting the second season, I believe the Ion and Zeta story arc would have gone on past one episode, but since they had originally thought that this was going to be a one episode season, they kind of had to cram things into just 22 episodes. So I definitely think there's going to be a better way of expanding these characters in season 2 in ways that they weren't able to do in season 1 due to the constrictions that they thought that they were going to have these 22 episodes. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do here. Do I think it'll be a big improvement from Netflix? From Nickelodeon? I don't know. Netflix is definitely going to give them more extension, more to work with, but like I said, we don't know how things are going to turn out with Netflix. It could end up going good. It could be more or less the same than the Nickelodeon era. We don't know. It'll just have to see when it releases and watch it to see if there's any actual change. I'm super hyped though to get it back. Again, I'm disappointed we're gonna have all 11 episodes and pretty much be able to binge it within like pretty much 48 hours of its release, and then it's done until the winter or fall. So that's definitely something I'm disappointed in. But again, you gotta take what you get. And honestly, I'm glad we're getting it this way rather than being on Nickelodeon. This is definitely something I'm glad they're doing, and I'm super hyped to see what the future of Power Rangers is on Netflix. Hopefully it's a step up for Nickelodeon. Will it be different? Will it be the same? We'll have to wait and see. But I do have hopes and do have, you know, I do have my faith in Simon Bennett. I like Simon Bennett. He's a great showrunner for the franchise. And one thing I do like is he is very well connected to the fan base. Like, you know, you can tweet him or, you know, write something down. He'll respond to you, which is awesome. You don't really see that often, especially with a kids show where the producers or head will actually interact with you on social media. So I really like him for that, and I do believe for that reason he is a good, reliable source here. So I do have faith in him. I do trust him, and I do believe that the people behind Hasbro have a lot of respect for the fans, as well as understand why people love the franchise and why, you know, it's stuck around so far. But I also want to talk about this because I almost forgot to mention it. I want to talk about the fact that at the end of the trailer we get introduced this new character called Void Queen, I think it's called, and she, I guess, is like, I'm going to assume she's going to be some kind of connection to Void Knight. There are people saying maybe that it's actually Santaura, and this is what happens following her resurrection. I don't know. That's definitely a possibility. Could this be someone different altogether and be connected to Void Knight in a different way? Totally possible. I kind of prefer it be that way. Whether it'll be that way or not, we'll have to wait and see. Now, from what I understand, though, is her costume is from the Sentai Tokujo, I think it is, the Sentai that was based off trains that they skipped because they didn't believe kids would be into trains for some reason. And again, I don't understand that reasoning. But I like the fact that they're taking costumes from previous Sentai that were never adapted and used and putting their costumes here to work in different seasons of PR. Especially with this one, I think the color scheme with the purple and everything works very well with the whole Void Knight scheme and everything there. So I really like that. It's definitely something cool. We did get a cool little sneak peek with Snag Eye, which is pretty cool. I'm curious to see how he's gonna play a role in the season. Will he be another robot? Will he be connected to Void Queen? We'll have to wait and see. This is definitely something that I am more hyped for. I do still have faith in Hasbro. Like I said, people have lost faith in PR for the past 10 years, but I have kept my faith within Hasbro just because Beast Morphers was good, and Dino Fury I love so far. The cast has been great, the story has been great. I'm just super hyped to see what they can do with season 2 when it airs or is released on Netflix within the coming weeks. But I don't know your thoughts and opinions about Dino Fury, this trailer, the sneak peeks we've gotten, along with the new intro. I mean, all that good stuff in the comment section down below, as well as some predictions and how hyped you are for the season and how you feel about the season overall, how you feel about Dino Fury overall so far. Let me know all that good stuff in the comment section down below. Yeah, guys, those are my thoughts and opinions regarding the new Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 2 trailer, as well as some of the news we've gotten from Simon Bennett regarding Dino Fury Season 2, along with the new opening sequence. And as always, if you like this video, don't forget to give a big thumbs up and share. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, hit that bell icon, to miss more Power Rangers content from me moving forward. And go follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is linked in the section on my YouTube channel. As always, one vision, have a brand new team, and I'll see you next time.